The 7 Worlds of Lucifer. Benjamin Kikamana. The 7 Worlds. Beloved, I was poisoned by my stepmother. When I died in the hospital, the angel of the Lord transported me to the celestial world, thanks to his heavenly vehicle. When we landed in the borderlands of the celestial world, I saw a multitude facing an intense light coming from a throne. I could not see or identify the one sitting on the throne. Then suddenly, from the light emanating from the throne, a voice sounded. It was a thunderous and explosive voice. As a result, the multitude of the redeemed and the myriads of holy angels fell on the ground. No one could bear the thunderous and explosive voice. The living creatures were on the ground. The elders were on the ground, the myriad of angels and the multitude of saints were on the ground. I also collapsed on the ground. When I got up, I noticed that the Lord was issuing decrees and orders and instructions to the holy angels. As I could not bear the glory, I turned around to check the tall and robust angel that brought me here so that he can take me out. To my surprise, I saw this huge angel on the ground just like the myriad of angels here. Humanity has no idea about Jesus Christ. We are not dealing with a man but the Creator himself. As we were on the ground, I saw 2 powerful and shining angels. They were very well dressed in comparison to others. They had a pot containing water, and they were sprinkling the multitude of the saints and the myriad of angels that collapsed on the ground. I was wondering, why are these angels sprinkling water on people? But as the angel was sprinkling water, the multitude was rising from their coma. Then the voice of the Lord Jesus Christ began to address the multitude who were silent. I saw the myriad of angels and the redeemed with their heads bowed. When the Lord was addressing the multitude, I could not understand what the Lord was saying because this was in a heavenly language. The power and the glory of the voice of the Lord were unbearable and too heavy for me. I could not bear the weight of glory. And the electric charge in this place was too much for a mortal man like me. When the 2 angels that were sprinkling the multitude reached me, they sprinkled water on me. When that water was sprinkled on me, I noticed that the fear and panic that was on me disappeared. I felt an incredible peace. Immediately my ears opened and I began to understand the language of heaven and everything the Lord Jesus Christ was saying. The Lord has a language. The closer we get to him, the more we understand his language. When my ears opened, I heard the Lord gave orders to the angels to transport each and every one of the new arrival to his place. Every time the Lord gave orders, I saw 2 or 3 angels taking the new soul and settling him in heaven. When it was my turn, I noted that the Lord dealt with me differently. I heard the Lord saying to the angel, "This is not the time for my son Benjamin to come here, you're going to return him to earth." I came to understand that there is a time set for every man on earth. I heard the Lord saying to his angel, "I am returning Benjamin so that the world would know that I am God. I am above poison and all the power of the earth." The third thing I heard the Lord saying to his angel, "I am returning Benjamin because I want to demonstrate to the world that their breath of life is in my hand. I have the power to take their breath and to return it. I have power over their life." Then the Lord said to his angel, "You will not just return Benjamin like that. You will show him things that he will tell the church and the world." Immediately I saw 4 angels landing around me. They raised me up. One of the angels of the Lord said to me, "You heard the order and instruction of the Lord. We have to show you hidden mysteries that you will reveal to the church." The angels took me back in the house where I saw 3 portals. After opening the second portal, the angel placed me in the middle. I asked them why. They replied, "Benjamin, you will see horrendous and fearful things where we are going." They said, "Many on earth know nothing about these things. You have the responsibility to reveal and tell the church what you see here. We will show you the one who is tormenting the earth. We want you to get an insight into the devil, his world and his strategy so that you can tell the church." The angel of the Lord made me visit the 7 worlds of the devil. I noticed that in his 7 kingdoms, the devil is regarded as God, just like we treat Jesus Christ on earth. The angel of the Lord told me, the devil dwells in the 7th world where he cannot be reached by prayers of the church which does not reach him. There are barriers established at the portal of the 7 kingdoms in order to stop prayers from disturbing the world of the devil. Actually, we went on the way with the 2 angels, when suddenly they told me to be in their midst. I didn't know what was wrong. The angel said, "You are about to see terrifying things, but we don't want these entities to see you." As we were moving forward, the angel of God said, "Benjamin, look over there. What are you seeing?" First roadblock: resistance to prayer. When I looked, I saw in a relative distance, robust and tall humanoid beings holding metallic shields around a roadblock. I said to the angel of the Lord, "I can see robust humans holding metallic weapons." The angel of the Lord said, "Benjamin, these are not humans. These are demons, although they have a human shape. They can take whatever shape they want. They set up this roadblock to stop anybody from entering the 7 kingdoms." The angel said to me, "Benjamin, the devil noticed that churches on earth are multiplying, and prayers are proliferating everywhere on earth. The continual prayers of the children of God are threatening his 7 kingdoms. Therefore, he felt obligated to take measures for protection and defense against the church and prayers that are rising and threatening his kingdom. That is the reason why these roadblocks are set up here by the devil, because prayer has the power and potential to turn the kingdom of Lucifer upside down. The purpose of this roadblock is to stop prayer coming from any church on earth from entering the 7 worlds of the devil. The humanoid demons at the roadblock are instructed to stop prayer from penetrating the world of Lucifer at all costs. These demons are armed with metallic weapons designed to oppose and destroy the prayer lives of the children of God. The angel of the Lord said to me, "Benjamin, this roadblock is not just defensive. When a Christian is piling pressure on the kingdom of darkness through intense prayer, these demons will not just resist his prayer. They will take proactive and defensive measures. They will initiate an assault against the prayer life of that particular believer. Actually, if you are continually praying and fasting, they will send a delegation in your neighborhood, in your street and compound in order to terminate your prayer life and cycle. First, they will come with a spirit of sleep or slumber. They will start by attacking your night prayer before you sleep. Then you will begin to notice that every night when you start praying before sleeping, you will be carried away in your sleep. You will start but you will never finish the prayer. If you still continue to pray despite the spirit of slumber, they will reduce the duration of your prayer significantly. When you notice that instead of praying for 1 hour, you can only afford to pray for half an hour, you must understand that you are under attack." The angel said, "To overcome this tactic is simple. Don't wait when you go to bed. You can pray earlier when the time to sleep is still far ahead." The second tactic is distraction and disruption. They will use your wife or husband or friend to stop you from being in the presence of God. They will use the closest person to you in order to stop you from reading the Word, from praying and from attending the church. People that are in your proximity can be used as an instrument of the enemy for disruption and offense. Your wife or husband can be used as an instrument of demons against prayer life and Bible reading. These are essential moments in a Christian's life. These demons will influence people around you to disrupt your program of going to church by sending you a visitor when you are about to go to church or by creating an improvised circumstance and situation. Your wife and husband can offend you, thanks to demonic influence, in order to remove you from God's atmosphere. You must have the discernment to understand that the person offending you is under demonic influence. I was told by the angel that there is a prayer position that will get the devil angry, which is praying on your knees. The devil does not like it because he knows biblical principles. The devil knows that the Bible says that every knee shall bow. These knees that are bowing are honoring the Father. The devil knows that even if the man who is praying is not born again, when God looks at him in that position, he gets honor and pleasure because he knows it's for him. People don't like that position and the devil doesn't like it either. Second roadblock: follow-up and monitoring. Later we breached the first roadblock and we ended up before a second roadblock. My companion angel said, "Benjamin, this second roadblock is for the follow-up and monitoring." The angels said to me that they protect believers on earth, as it is written in Psalms 34:7, "The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them." My companion angels told me that apart from their positioning around the believers, there are also 2 demons delegated by this second roadblock to follow up on Christians. These demons are called guardian demons. Their purpose is not to fight or combat you but to monitor and to keep an eye on you 24 hours. If you will ever sin, and if you do sin, one guardian demon will stay but one will travel quickly to the 7th kingdom to report to their Lord, "The man who is fighting, battling and waging the war against us has just committed a sin, we can punish him." Dear brother and sister, when you sin, you must confess straight away, because of the guardian demons who are monitoring spirits. They will publish the news in the 7th kingdom of the devil. And he will urge everybody to take action against you. Beloved, when you sin, you give the devil a legal right over you in many aspects of your life, and things that were normally protected in the Christian's life was given the legal right to be touched by the devil. So the mandate of these two demons is to monitor and report when the believer commits sin. Dear brother and sisters, there are things that happen to Christians that bother them. They wonder why the Lord has allowed that to happen, but in truth, they are the ones that have opened the door. As a result, the enemy was able to touch and destroy aspects of their lives. Third roadblock, Marine Kingdom. After passing these two roadblocks kept by demons, we were walking when the angel said, "Benjamin, do you see some things?" I replied, "I can see a city by far." The angel said, "What you are seeing is the first kingdom of Lucifer. People come to this kingdom from water. Water is the portal used by Satanists in order to travel to this kingdom." I was thinking, what is in there? Who are the inhabitants of this kingdom? Then the angel took me inside the city. When we got into the city, I saw battalion after battalion of soldiers just like on earth. Yet they were demons. They were troops of soldiers here and there. The population was exclusively demonic. They were no humans. But these demons had the appearance of ordinary human soldiers and warriors, and each one of them had a weapon in his hand. The city was inhabited by regiments of all kinds of soldiers equipped with divers and various advanced weaponry. Other battalions had knives and swords. Other regiments had weapons similar to the ones used on the earth. The angels said to me, "These troops are not humans. They are demons and their weapons don't kill the body, but they neutralize their spirits. They get humans to fall into sins. Demons can shoot thoughts into people's hearts and minds that will cause them to commit sins of all kinds." I saw diverse kinds of weaponry and ammunition. The population of this kingdom was all soldiers in uniforms and they had guns in their hands. The angel of the Lord said to me, "Benjamin, this is the army of Lucifer and their weaponry. The devil relies on them and his heart is on them. But there is a difference between earthly army and weapon and the army of Lucifer and its weaponry. All the troops in this kingdom are trained and armed to confront and battle the church on earth. They are responsible for direct confrontation and war with the children of God. All the tussles and combats faced by the church originate from this kingdom. As you can see that the weapons are diverse here. So are the many human attitudes, sins and weaknesses. The weapons of the army of Lucifer destroy the faith of believers. They can attack and neutralize your prayer life because prayer is extremely dangerous to them. The angel of the Lord said to me, "The first and foremost purpose of the first world of the devil is to identify and locate the churches that preach sanctification and churches that are preparing the faithful for the rapture and the eternal kingdom. Once this kingdom identifies a church that is preaching the end times message and holiness, they will declare war against that church in order to prevent it from depopulating the kingdom of darkness. The kingdom of darkness will come against any church preaching holiness and preparing the people for the rapture. Revival churches that are strong in prayer will be singled out as potential targets. Living churches that persevere in prayer and fasting will face the full force of these armies and their troops. They will try to attack that church in a systematic way. First world, battling churches. Then the angel of the Lord said, "Benjamin, let us visit the ruler of the first kingdom of the devil." When we arrived at the palace of the ruler of the first kingdom of the devil, I saw a huge and long snake, but I noticed his upper part was that as a human. He had 2 horns and in the middle of the 2 horns I saw a fire burning. The angel of the Lord said, "This demon is called Captain Flames. This is a demon battling the church. He is against the church and prayers and service. His demonic troops emerge to the surface of the earth mainly from the cemetery, which is a portal to the dark world. A toilet is also a portal. Satanists know what is a toilet. It's a place where they do incantation. When the first kingdom comes against a local church, these demons will visit the local authority and government office and they will try to confuse the church documents. They will attempt to try to close the church through the issue of the document. Every time a church has a documented problem, you just have to guess that the army of the enemy is already deployed and at work at the local authority or government. The devil doesn't mind dead churches. If these demons failed in terms of legal documents, they will enter inside the church. They will target the leaders of different departments who will be their prime targets. That's why I will ask you to pray for people leading department in the church. If they tried and failed to overthrow these leaders, they will try and use members of these departments that are living in a distraction and they will shoot them. The ammunition will not kill them because it was not designed for that purpose. The ammunition will implant evil thoughts and evil heart is positioned in the mind of the target. The victim's attitude will change and just like that he will turn against the department leader, he will start gossiping against the leader. Demons will make sure that these backstabbing, slandering and gossiping reach the leader so that he will be hurt and troubled. And as the smear and defamation continue, the leader will be discouraged. If a leader is not strong, he will give up and rest from his commitment to serve. This will be the victory of this army of darkness. The reality is that the people who got it will never be able to serve the way that leader does. As a result, that department will collapse. Then people will remember the leader who gave up. If you are a leader of a department, you must understand that all attacks from people in the church or your department are not from people but the demons deployed against the church. If the regiment of troops deployed in the church are failing to overthrow the department leaders, they will then attack the members of the church. Nobody is in the demilitarized zone, we are all in war. If you fail to engage the enemy will engage you. I was told by the angel of the Lord that demons will go check the message that the pastor is preparing in the day of church service. And if they discover that the message will benefit a particular believer, they will battle to stop that believer from coming to church by sending him visitor in the time he was supposed to come to church. I can only tell you not to miss the church because of a visitor. I said the entity ruling these armies in the first kingdom is a huge snake with human head, but on his head, there are 2 horns and between the 2 horns there is a flame of fire. The name of this evil spirit is Captain Flame. The angel said, his main activity is destroying churches. If all his troops and battalion are failing, he will leave his throne and come by himself. He will land in that church and he will growl on that church, and he will throw his 2 horns on the ground. As a result, the church will be divided into 2 camps. Division in the local church is a manifestation of his attack. Second world, occultism. Then we traveled to the second world, which is a place of mystics, native doctors, and Satanists. This kingdom is ruled by a demon that is called Dr. Solomon. He is called the doctor because he is responsible for occultism and mysticism. This demon does not have hands or feet. I saw him sitting on a table. He is an abomination. You cannot watch him twice. This demon is the source of occultism power. I saw 2 gods behind his throne. These 2 demons are the ones who came up with the idea of establishing the throne of the devil in the churches around the world. The devil noticed that people are going to church in great numbers. He came up with this strategy of building satanic churches. Beloved, the devil is opening churches everywhere. He is giving money to occultic pastors to build mega churches. And these pastors are performing miracles, wonders, and signs. They do perform fake deliverance and they prophesied. One of the main tasks for an occultist is to steal people's stars and chances. They are people who were born to become something, but their stars and destinies were diverted and stolen. When a Satanist gives you money, he will steal your star. University is one place where people's stars are stolen. Many university teachers are in occultism and many doctors are deep in occultism. Many people are living a life of poverty and adversity because their blessing and luck have been stolen. The second kingdom of the devil is the seat of occultic powers that is in the hand of Dr. Solomon. It is a dimension where mystics and Satanists travel in order to get power. Third world, technology. Then the companion angels took me to the third dimension of Lucifer. They said to me that the third kingdom of the devil is designing and controlling all electronic operators we are using in this world. The angel said that the design and conception of technological operators are here. Every single technological invention is a channel of demonic power. They have marks that bewitch the user. We must understand that scientists are not just dealing with scientific knowledge. They actually combine scientific knowledge and esoteric knowledge. So you can go to university but you will not be considered a scientist unless you are part of the world scientific community, which is a body that gathers occult scientists. Most of technological inventions have nothing to do with scientific knowledge, but metaphysics and esoteric knowledge. The devil is using technology as a tool of manipulation. There is occultism in Android and Apple mobile technology. There is functionality in Android that must be avoided. You can be initiated and connected subconsciously. Smartphones that youngsters are using are full of pornography. Social networking is the seat of satanic power in this end time. There are mystical movements that are gathering people's photos from Facebook and using them in rituals. Internet means many nets, and the purpose of the net is to catch targets. In terms of TV, there are images that transmit viewers with demons, and even believers are getting demons just by watching TV images. A simple TV image can transmit demons to the people watching them. Let me tell you that I was arrested recently for exposing the secret of this third kingdom. The angel said, once an electrical or electronic apparatus is designed in this kingdom, one of their scientists on earth will be selected to release it on earth. Beloved, you must understand that many electronic devices are controlled from the third kingdom of the devil, despite the fact that they are being used on earth. Let me tell you that mobile phone technology was designed in the third kingdom of the devil. Do not get yourself too much in complicated options and functions, because there are hidden things there. You could be initiated just like that. Demons are really advanced more than humans. They can even use motion pictures to bewitch the human race. The images of violence in movies affect people, the images of pornography affect people, the images of horror movie create fear. As a result, they can attract a demon just like that, because demons are attracted by intense fear. When people watch movies, their minds and souls are involved. It's like they are participating in those horror scenes. Fourth world, sin manipulation on earth. Then we left the technology world of the devil. We traveled to the fourth kingdom. When arrived in the fourth world of the devil, I saw many roads underneath which were bearing the names of different sins that people commit on the earth. Each avenue and road of this kingdom is ruled by a demon that is a personification of a sin that people commit on the earth. The demonic population of the fourth world of the devil is responsible for bewitching and harassing the people of the earth to commit sin. They put humans in bondage of sins. I saw many roads in the fourth world, and each road was controlled by a specific demon related to a specific sin. I remember when we saw the demon of fornication on his road. When this demon saw us walking in his road, he stood up. When he stood up, I noticed that he had male and female sexual organs. He was male and female, or hermaphrodite. He had the body of man and woman. He could copulate himself to satisfy himself sexually. This demon was called Man-Mooner. When this demon was coming, he started to do incantation. He was actually bewitching the world population to fornicate and commit sexual immorality. Beloved, there is a demon behind every sin committed on earth. These demons are harassing the world population in committing sin. All the sins that are committed by humans on planet Earth is a result of control and demonic manipulation of the fourth kingdom demons. These kingdoms are the ones responsible for the sins of humans. They calculate and orchestrate them by harassing humans to sin. I saw the demon of lies in this kingdom on his avenue. This demon is empowered by mobile phone technology, as people are lying easily on the phone. People honor this demon on the day of April's Fool. Even Christians lie deliberately on that day. The demon of fornication is emboldened on St. Valentine's Day, as people give themselves in illicit sexual acts. In this kingdom, I saw the avenue of the demon of drunkenness. I saw the demon of gossip in his avenue, the demon pride in his avenue, the demon lust in his avenue. I saw the demon of divorce. I saw the demon of accident. I saw the abortion. We also saw demons of drunkenness and smoking in their avenue. Just take that all sins committed on earth are orchestrated by demons of the fourth world of the devil. All sins are the result of demonic manipulation, because all sins are demonic. I mean, there is a corresponding demon to specific sin that people commit on earth. Fifth world, music, sickness, and poverty. After visiting the fourth kingdom that is causing the sin manipulation on the earth, we traveled to the fifth world. The angel took me to the fifth dimension of Lucifer. This kingdom was ruled by three powerful demons. I saw a demon with a big leg. I was told that his power and authority are in his leg. He is the demon of music. Beloved, for any musician to become popular on earth, he has to sign a pact with this demon, otherwise, he will not be known. And when he signed a pact, he gets a new name. These names are given to them after signing a covenant. These names are given to them by this demon of music when they are signing covenants. And this demon will make sure that their names become popular, and every time they release new albums, they get new names or new titles. These musicians also get the content of their albums over there. The demon of music is called Sankey, and many musicians sing for demons. They quote their names in their songs, but people think they are talking about natural people. Let me inform you that the style of dressing of these musicians comes from this realm. The second demon operating in this realm is the demons of sickness. Once sickness comes, everything is paralyzed in the life of a man. Sickness is used as a weapon by these demons against Christians. Then I was shown the last demon governing the fifth world of the devil. He was sitting on a throne, but behind his throne was a tree with many branches, and these branches had chains and padlocks around them. The angel said, "This demon is making humans to suffer. He is the demon of blockage." The angel said, "Firstly, this demon starts by chaining people. If you notice that they are still moving, then he uses the padlock. This demon won't stop you from eating and dressing. But every time you want to break through and achieve something remarkable, that's when he arises. But sometime he might come after the little you have achieved." Then the angel began to explain to me some truth about these demons. They said that this demon does not care about prayer. I was hopeless when I heard the angel saying this because as far as I know, prayer is the strength of a Christian. And if we are winning, it's because of prayer. How come prayer does not affect him? You can try to destroy the blockade in prayer, it won't work. Remember the story of Lazarus and the wealthy man. Lazarus was God-fearing but he was poor. The fear of the Lord will lead you to heaven. It won't make you rich. Prayer will never destroy poverty, only giving combined with a prayer that can destroy poverty. As long as you are not practicing the principles of sowing, the demon of the blockade will make sure that you are in poverty. The principle of blessing is sowing, not prayer. In terms of the demon of poverty, I said he is not afraid of prayer. You can be stronger in prayer and be poor. The secret of material blessing is not prayer but giving combined with prayer. This has to become a way of life. That is why every time you want to give to God, this demon will flood your mind with many thoughts about what you can do with your money. The angel said this demon will be expelled only after giving. Sixth world. Witches. The sixth world of the devil is for witches. This world is the strength of the devil because people who attend this world are humans living among the children of God. They know the lives of Christians and their projects and aspirations. These witches provide information to the enemies of the believers. The assumption about witches is that they strangle people in the night, they kill people and they block people. Often it is difficult to identify witches. You can be living with a witch for many years, but you may never know you are dealing with witches because the first character of a witch is affection. I mean false love. Anybody that ever encounters a witch will notice their kindness and sociability. When the angel of the Lord took me the sixth world, they said, "Benjamin, let's go to see where witches get their power." When we arrived in the sixth world of the devil, I saw the ruler of the kingdom of witches. His throne was inside or above a lake of the flame of fire, but he was not burning. I was told by the angel of the Lord that those who practice witchcraft get their power from this ruler. That is why witches are not afraid of fire, because their rulers sit above the flames of fire. Witches enter the church even when the people are calling the fire of God to come down. They enter while demons are running away. You can even hear them calling fire. The angel of the Lord said to me, "The first thing that this ruler gives the practitioners of witchcraft is a transporter spirit. The demon that is called transporter spirit enables them to do astral traveling. They leave their body behind when traveling in hyperspace. When a witch leaves his body, he does not get out of the house through the door or windows, but he will place his face inside the wall of the house. As a result, he will fly away in space." The angel of God said to me, "We must note that when a witch is flying in space, the transporter spirits caused him to be able to see beyond the wall and the roof of all the houses except that of born-again and God-fearing Christians. Thanks to this transporter spirit, the wall and the roofs of houses become transparent. Therefore, when witches are flying in space, they can see everything happening inside all the houses. It's like people are sleeping outside houses." The angel of the Lord said to me, "When witches and demons come in the night to attack Christians, we manipulate physical reality in order to confuse them. We turn the house of the believer to a lake of water burning flames of fire. Therefore, they cannot do anything, they go away in confusion. That is why when they come in the day to check, instead of seeing the lake of water they would see everything normal and they would be further in confusion. They cannot see you in the night, that is why they will come to check in the day. The second power given to practitioners of witchcraft is the ability to wear a false face and identity in order to hide their true identity because they are afraid of the power of vision and dream that the Lord has given His children. They can wear the appearance of someone else or the appearance of an animal. You may be dreaming that you are fighting animals, but these animals are just masks of witches, in case you're fighting and defeating them. In case you are overpowering these animals in dreams, you will notice that this witch will be angry at you in the day, but in case these witches are defeating you in the night, you will notice that they are kinder to you. The third power given to witches is the power of bilocation, the ability to be in two different places at the same time. The transporter spirit also enables witches and wizards to modify or change their age and appearance in the night. A youngster in the day can become an adult in the night and have children. There are children that are witches, but in the night they are adults and they occupy great positions in the world of witches. These children have the characteristic of adults in the day. They do not respect anyone or fear anybody because they are great people in the night, but their health is mediocre. They are also old people who turn themselves to young people in the night. The other ability given to witches is communication through their hand, fingers and feet, toes. Every time people are talking about their ambitions and aspirations, these witches will start touching their fingers and behaving uncomfortably. They can record your conversation with them and even connect them to their kingdom. When witches meet for the first time, they do recognize one another. When a new witch moves into your neighborhood, he would be received by witches of your street and the neighborhood, and he will join the brotherhood of your area during the night. Actually, there is a parallel administration of witches in the night, ruling each city and country of the world. They are witches that are poor in the day, but they are elevated in authority in the night and they are wealthy. During astral traveling, there are laws that witches must keep in order to avoid disruption. They are not supposed to touch or steal material stuff. They are not supposed to be out of the body beyond daylight. Otherwise, the transporter spirits would cause their body that was left in their bedroom to join their spirit that is out of their body. As a result, they would fall. That is why we hear stories of witches falling. It's because their body that was left in their bedroom has joined and reunited with their soul that was out of their body. The first department of witchcraft is that of a mechanic. You may wonder what is the importance of mechanic in the astral world. Actually, in the spirit world of witches, there are aircraft and vehicles, but the aircraft of witches are different from planes that we have in the physical world, particularly in terms of speed. Invisible aircraft of witches fly at the speed of light or the speed of thought. You must understand that a witch can travel from Africa to America and come back in minutes. Actually, witches that are in international witchcraft travel all over the world to bewitch and cast spells on people. That is why they need aircraft and planes. But astral aircraft and cars of witches travel by using specific and established trajectories, and they are guided to their destinations by the stars. It is when an astral aircraft fly over churches and houses of Christians that they come under fire. When an astral plane flies above a church, it is likely to be hit by fire because churches and houses of children of God are where prayer goes up and mount to heaven. These are trajectories by which prayer goes to heaven. Houses of children of God are also places where prayer goes to heaven. It is a trajectory of prayer. Whenever mystical aircraft fly over these trajectories of prayer, they come under fire and break down. Some of these planes are destroyed by guardian angels keeping the children of God. Therefore, there are witches whose task and duty is to repair astral aircraft and astral cars. But let me inform you that these astral cars and aircraft are most of the time toys during the day. They are just little items like toys, but at night these little items and articles become cars and planes. Witches that are mechanics do not kill people in their family or environment. They are assigned to disrupt people's lives. They are assigned to block people's lives. You may have a witch in the family. He may not be killing people, but you will notice that no one has made it in the family. Women won't get married, men are not getting jobs. Witches that are mechanics in the night are dirty in the days. There are witches that are not always dirty because they are mechanics. The second department of witchcraft is that of drivers and pilots. These are witches that drive astral aircraft and astral cars in the night. Most pilots and drivers in the world of witchcraft are children. When a child is initiated into witchcraft, they will train him to be a driver or a pilot. That is why it is difficult for these children to abandon witchcraft. And the assignment of these pilots during the day is about spreading witchcraft among children. The third department of witches is made up of chefs. They are witches whose task and duty in the night is cooking human flesh and meat for fellow witches. Witchcraft gathering is always like a celebration. They dance. They eat human meat and they have orgy sex. These astral chefs have a duty during the day. Their first work is about getting people to eat human food in the day. Most of the people living on Earth have already eaten human flesh. These witches have been empowered to turn human meat to animal meat and fish. The purpose of eating human food is to change the people's heart conditions. The second work of these chefs is about destroying electronic apparatus in their homes and causing them to tear humans' lives apart. The last department of witches is the department of the bewitching and spell casting. These are criminals, they are deadly and they are filled with pride because they think that ordinary humans are inferior to them. We must understand that when witches paralyze and strangle people in the night, they are not necessarily in the house of the victim. They can be located far away and yet be able to do the act of murder. The angels said to me there are ways to recognize witches. Witches are informers of the dark world. They have the tendency to be curious about minor details about people's lives. They want to be aware of things going on in people's lives and details. They have the spirit of control. The second sign is this: before a witch comes to strangle you in the night, he would come first to test your spirit in the day. He has to test and determine and establish whether you're a weak or strong spirit. If you find that you are a weak spirit, he will try to control you in the day before coming to strangle you in the night. Often when witches cannot overpower you in the night, they will hate you in the day. Witchcraft activity starts at midnight when demons come to wake them up for the flight to space. Promotion in the world of witches is through human sacrifices. They always ask these people to sacrifice people dear to them like their fathers and mothers. Seventh world, the nursery. Then we left the sixth world of the devil. When we arrived at the seventh world of Lucifer, I saw men and women. These men and women were pregnant and breastfeeding. I felt cold and fear. I asked the angel, how come men are pregnant and breastfeeding in this kingdom? The angels of the Lord laughed. They said to me, these are not humans. These are demons. They are Lucifer's bodyguards. They come to earth to amuse themselves and sleep with men and women in dreams. As a result, they get pregnant. Demons visit the earth every night and they molest men and women in dreams. Many people wake up tired because of these molestations. What will follow is that these victims will start seeing themselves having sex in dreams. When a male demon molests a woman on the earth, this male demon will take the responsibility of carrying that pregnancy in the spirit world, but the human woman victim will still feel the effect of that pregnancy. These demons will carry the pregnancy and give birth to a hybrid child. These children will not spend most of their lives in the seventh kingdom of Lucifer because they are part demon and part human. They would be taken to the second world of the devil, the realm of Dr. Solomon. I said native doctors and witches come to this world. The demon Dr. Solomon will distribute these children to native doctors who will give them to women who are in search of children. The angel of the Lord said, there is a level in the spiritual marriage where the spiritual partner will start appearing physically. A female demon can turn a male victim to a woman in the spirit world. As a result, the man will begin to behave like a woman. Then the angel of the Lord took me to the throne of the devil. I was surprised to see him sitting on a throne made of human bones, and he had chains on his feet. There was no glory whatsoever. I asked the angel of the Lord, why is the devil having chains on his feet? Are you the one that has bound him? The angel said, Benjamin, we are not strong enough to bind the devil like this. It's the Lord Jesus Christ when he died on the cross that he neutralized and bound the devil like this. The devil has been stripped of his power on the cross. It is written in Col 2:14-15, blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and has taken it out of the way, nailing it to the cross. Having stripped rulers and authorities, he made a show of them publicly, triumphing over them in it.